Thank you so much, Leanne. I certainly do, because next Sunday, the 10th edition of the SA Sports Awards will be taking place in Mangaung. While a panel will vote on winners in 18 different categories, the public will get the opportunity to vote for their Star of the Year. One of the nominees in the People's Choice category is wheelchair tennis ace Lucas Sithole. He joins us this morning before departing to London in preparation for the year-ending elite singles tournament, the NEC Wheelchair Tennis Masters. A very good morning, Lucas, and welcome to Morning Live.
Morning, thank you.
Firstly, congratulations on your nominations.
Thank you.
Coming up, it's the final tour of the year. It's been somewhat of an up and down year. We'll chat a little bit more about that, but are you prepared for this final tour?
Oh yes, I'm very prepared for it. I've played it last year. I lost in the final, so this year I'm planning to go all the way out.
Okay, since winning the US Open title in 2013, you have continued to excel. This year, you won the singles titles at the prestigious AXA SA Open, at the British Open. You reached the Grand Slam doubles final in Australia and won it there. Won 3 Super Series doubles titles with Dylan Alcott in France, Japan and Sydney. You've also won 2 singles titles in the ITF 1 Series. I mean, how would you kind of gauge this year?
This year was a very good year for me. I had a good run there, especially in SA Open, because I was locally. It was good for me to win in locally. But overall, we've trained very hard, me and my coach, since we're preparing for the Masters in the end of the year. And then also from there, we're preparing for the Rio in 2016. So our biggest goal for now is for Rio.
I want to chat a little bit about your partnership with Dylan Alcott.
Dylan is one of the craziest dudes I ever played with. He's very smart on court. He's very fast. Not like me, but fast. But the way we play in doubles, the way we communicate, which give us a lot of time, to conquer our opponents, because he's always pushing around. He's always motivating when I'm down. He's one of that teammate that I'll always want to play with.
But also, it's a funny thing because you guys have excelled in the doubles, but when it comes to semi-finals and finals in the singles competitions, often you're going up against one another. Is there a little bit of a rivalry that's starting?
Yes. It's going to be, because he's one of the tough guys to play against. You need to be smart because he's very strong in terms of physically and also in mentality. He's very strong. But the way we've played each other is 5-4 now to him. But I will make that up in next week. Because now he's a world number 1, so we also want to be in that spot. So he's going to have to be ready that I'm going to come and take it soon.
Do you guys keep count? I mean, you've told me now it's 5-4 in the Australians' favour. So do you guys have a little bit of banter about that?
Yes, we always count. Every time when we see the draw, then we count. We say, okay, this time it's me or whatever we're going to do. But we know that each and every one of us has to do their best, has to play as you practice. So we always count.
Is there any beers exchanged? During the Rugby World Cup, we heard that there were beers exchanged between South Africa's coach Heineke Meyer and Steve Hansen. Is there anything that's exchanged between the two of you? You guys just keep count?
No, just keep count.
Just keep count. Okay, let's speak a little bit about the Paralympic Games, because very first experience, you didn't progress past the first round in London. Do you have confidence that next year will be different in Rio?
Oh yes, the way I'm working so hard with my coach, I believe that I can do it. I can go all the way to the finals, and maybe take that gold medal, because that is my goal. The way we practicing, the way we planning things, the way I'm so fit, and the way I'm ready in terms of physically and mentality, I believe I can bring back the gold.
Speaking about the awards ceremony on Sunday, not this Sunday, the following Sunday, you've already been Sportsman of the Year with a Disability in 2013 as well as 2011. But this is a very special category. It's the People's Choice category. What does it mean to you to lift the profile of disability sports and have the profile that you do in the South African public?
When I was watching when they were launching the nominees, it came as a surprise to me, because I didn't think that I can go to a People's Choice category, because it's one of the biggest category in the awards, But for me, just for that recognition, even if I don't win the first prize. But for me to just get that recognition, you know, to be ranking that in those high profile athletes in South Africa, especially with the disability, you know, it means a lot, you know, not only for me, but also to the youngsters who are looking up to me, you know, especially those who live with a disability, you know. It's a good uplifting for me. It's one of that boost for my confidence to do more than what I have done in those past years.
What's been some of the experiences that you've come across? You know, you say that it's also good for the other youngsters with disabilities that are participating in sport. Do you have maybe a personal story that you can share with us about being able to, that highlights kind of what you've been able to do to inspire the youngsters?
You know, I think what I've done to inspire the youngsters is, especially when I'm playing overseas, because we don't get a lot of support when we're out there. You know, it's just you and your coach. You know, but for me, going all the way out, especially in the Japan Open, because that was my first time. That was my, I don't know what I can call it, but that was my best memories, because I played the best ever tennis I ever played. Not in US Open. US Open I was sharp, but in Japan I was very strong, you know. So by doing that away from home, you know, it also give the youngsters that there's nothing impossible, even if you outside the country or inside the country. Only if you believe and you trust what you're doing, then everything's going to happen on your way.
Man, what a role model. Thank you so much. We wish you all the best of luck on your trip to the UK. I know you've got a prep tournament before the NEC Masters, so all the best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, so that's Lucas Sithole. He's nominee in the Sportsman of the Year with a disability for the SA Sports Awards, as well as the People's Choice, where you can get the opportunity to vote for him. Very, very simple. You just SMS the letter D. D for donkey, D for daddy, to 45210. Over the next week, we will be profiling the 5 nominees in the People's Choice Award, because that's, of course, the one that the public get to vote for the SA Sports Awards.